Hello, I hope you are ready to get moving and grooving to make those joints feel good, whether you have back pain, hip pain, knee pain. This seated workout is going to help you get some blood flowing, reduce that stiffness, feel a little bit stronger, and feel accomplished after this workout. What you need, a chair. One, preferably that has arms and is a little bit firmer. The softer the chair, it may be a little bit harder. The second thing you need is one dumbbell if you have it. I would say anywhere between like a lighter to moderate range, anywhere between maybe say 3 to 10 pounds depending on your fitness level. If you're just kind of starting to get into working out, I would err on the side of maybe 3 or 5 pounds. If you've done a few workouts in the past and have been pretty consistent, feel pretty good, you can challenge yourself up to maybe that 5 to 10 pound range. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a seat in your chair. I'm gonna set the dumbbell down just for a second. And we're just going to do some simple warming up. So I want you to sit towards the edge of the chair and I want you to extend one leg out and get it as straight as you can. I know that if you have maybe some knee pain or knee arthritis, you might not be able to get it all the way straight, and that's okay. What I want you to do, you can hang on to the arms if your chair has it, and I just want you to lift that leg up. I want you to focus first on squeezing that knee, squeezing that thigh, and then lifting that leg just as high as you can. It doesn't have to be super high, just getting it off the ground while keeping that leg straight. And I want you to hold for 1, 2, 3, and drop. Switch to the other side. Point your toe towards you if you can. Flex that thigh. See that knee kind of move up a little bit and then raise up. I don't want you to lean back as you do it, so even just getting it off the ground is totally fine. Getting some blood flow to those quads, starting to get those knees to limber up a little bit. 3, 2, now you're gonna hold this one for 1, 2, squeeze and drop. All right, bend both legs, and now all I want you to do is just kick out right in front of you. You warmed up those thigh muscles a little bit, so you should be able to feel those working. Really try to kind of punch your heel to see if you can get your leg as straight as you can versus just kind of kicking out this way. Really try to punch that heel, point that toe towards you, get some ankle movement too. 3, 2, and 1. Now you're gonna take those legs and you're gonna hop out to the side and then hop back in. Hop out to the side and hop back in. Now, one of the things I want you to be aware of is try not to let your foot get outside of your knee. So try to keep them in line as you do this. And I want you to add in now the arms. So you're gonna take your arms straight out in front of you and kind of pull back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And now we're gonna combine the two. So you're gonna come out and back, in and straight, out and back, in and straight. Keep going, out and in and straight out. Take your knees with you. Sounds kind of strange, but don't let those feet get outside of those knees. Keep those shins nice and straight. And let's just do 5 more. Start warming up those shoulders. 3, 2, and last 1. Okay, now what I want you to do is you're gonna kind of come up into an uppercut. I like to do some kickboxing movements just because it starts to raise the heart rate up, which can be a little bit more difficult in seated workouts, but I do also have a seated kickboxing workout that I'm gonna put above so you can give it a try after this one or on another day, but we're just trying to get some movement into those arms. And now you're gonna take that and you're just gonna row backwards. Arms are gonna be straight out in front of you, palms facing each other, and you're just gonna row back. Take those elbows back, and now kick. Row and kick. Try to combine the two if you can, get some rhythm going. Not necessarily about speed, just really think about those muscles contracting 3, 2, and last one. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to take opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm going to take my right hand and my left leg. I'm going to reach and march, reach and march. Again, some of that coordination. If reaching overhead is difficult, reach out. Just reach kind of straight out of the diagonal. But if you can get all the way up, I encourage you to raise up and really try to elongate your arm. Try to reach up as high as you can. Again, this one isn't so much about speed, it's just focusing on getting some movement flowing here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, go ahead and pick up that weight. And you're going to put it right up next to your right shoulder. So almost like the head is resting right on your right shoulder and you're just holding onto the handle. Okay, now what we're going to do is you're going to press up and you're going to extend that left leg. Press up and extend. So notice I'm taking my heel and driving it into the ground as I raise that arm up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're just going to switch to the other side, same thing. Take that weight, kind of rest the head of the dumbbell right on your shoulder, and you're going to extend that right leg out as you press up on the left. Try not to hunch back. Try to keep nice and upright as you're doing this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now you're going to hang on to the weight just like this. So I'm kind of wrapping my palms around the two ends of the dumbbell. So it's almost kind of like in a bicep curl position. Okay, now what we're going to do is you're going to curl and lift. Curl and lift. Try to stay nice and upright. Try not to move back and forth as you do this. Curl and lift. Awesome job. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're staying here. You can rest your arms, roll those shoulders out for a second, move that neck side to side, taking those ears down to your shoulders. Okay, now you're going to bring that weight up so your arms are at about a 90-degree angle. You're going to push forward and row back. Push forward and row back. Really try to turn your hips in a little bit, kind of squeeze those glutes, activate that core, but it's not by squeezing down. Just kind of make yourself aware of those core muscles as you press out and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Roll those shoulders out. Now you're just going to hold the weight up near your chest. So your arms are bent and just kind of holding it. You can even rest it right on your chest. And I want you to move your feet as quickly as you can. Stay up nice and tall. Don't let the weight pull you back. And now you're just marching, lifting those feet up just as quick as you can. Start to get that heart rate up a little bit more. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Drop that weight down. We're going back to the pressing straight out. So palms are wrapped right around the heads of the dumbbell and you're pressing straight out. The further out you go, the more pressure that it's going to require from your muscles. So if you need to, keep it out just a little bit. I don't want you to feel this in your back. If you do, the weight could potentially be a little bit too heavy too. 3, 2, and rest. We're going back to the press and extend. So scoot to the edge if you need to. Weights in my right hand resting on that right shoulder, and I'm extending that left leg straight out. Ready? Here we go. 1, all the way to 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. All right, 8 on the other side. Extending that right leg out, and then raising up with that left. Here we go. Up and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Rest that weight down. Roll those arms out. Take your head side to side. Try to get your ear to your shoulder. And now lift that weight up near your chest. And we're going right back into those quick feet. So let's go for about 20 seconds here. Get those feet moving as quickly as you can. Try not to move back and forth. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that weight down to the side. And you're going to extend that left leg out. So again, trying to make it as straight as you can. And now we're going back to that lifting. You can hang on to the arms if your chair has it to keep yourself more upright. And now I want you to hold, squeeze that thigh. 3, 2, and drop. Straighten the other leg, same thing. We're going to do about 5, 2, 3, 4, and now hold. Bring that toe towards you, squeeze that thigh. 3, 2, and 1. Reach those arms out. We're going back to the top of pulling those arms back and taking those legs out. Remember, keep that shin nice and straight as you open up. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Okay, now what I want you to do is actually move that foot back just as far as you can comfortably. So this is going to work on knee bending and also ankle mobility to the point where I want you to try to push your heel down to make contact with the ground. So I don't want you to come back like this. I want you to slide that foot back as far as you can and just keep some contact with your heel on the ground. And we're just gonna hold this one. Don't force it if it hurts, but we're really kind of working on that knee bend, but also getting your ankle moving. And what I want you to do now is you're going to lift that heel up, and you're going to then push it down into the ground. Lift that heel up and then push it down to the ground, but your knee should be bent as far as you can. 3, 2, and now you're going to switch to the other side. So now you're going to take that right foot and you're going to bring it back as far as you can, keeping your heel on the ground. And just kind of hold it here. Try to push that heel into the ground. If you need to kind of change that knee bend angle, that's okay. And then now you're just going to lift up and you're going to push that heel down into the ground. So you should almost kind of feel your thigh muscle contract a little bit as you push that heel down into the ground. Gets those ankles moving, really helps with getting some of that knee bend. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Now together, your feet are just right out in front of you into about a 90-degree angle. You're going to lift your heels and then lift your toes. Lift your heels, lift your toes, add in a row. Whatever rhythm feels good to you, you're reaching out and pulling those elbows back. And let's do 8, 7, 6. Get those heels up as high as you can, and then lift those toes up as high as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, one last thing. We're going right into that opposite arm, opposite leg. You're just lifting up and back down. Awesome. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so that wraps it up for our seated workout. Like I said, I also have a seated kickboxing workout that I'm gonna link down below. So if you wanna try another seated variation, I would highly recommend that one. It's super fun. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I would highly recommend that you click that red subscribe button down below, because that way you get updates when I do release new videos, and I have new workouts and new videos about osteoarthritis coming all the time, so I want to make sure that you do not miss out on that. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.